Bad plays games.
Hello Pioneers, I hope you're well. My name is Bed, and this is the Satisfactory Plus mod for the game Satisfactory. On the last episode, we built this large donut in the sky to house our storage area, and I filmed, a few hours, a bunch of hours actually, of me decorating. Kind of added in these walls, and I put up some girders and some steel frames, and I got walkways, and I spent time making a blueprint. It just wasn't entertaining. So I'm gonna not show all that, because who wants to see me build this blueprint when I change my mind about 50 times and undo things? But here is the final product. So I've got this blueprint thing right here I can do. I just want to show you quick how they work. You'll see the blueprint has the storage container with a belt going hooked up here. So that way when I put elements in it, it fills this loop, and this isn't connected to the container. It's just looping around so the elements are always constantly getting passed by smoothly. It's really cool. And then in the back over here, I've got Facet network set up. We've got wall pole beams, and then the sender, and then we're slowly filling up all of our components that we have so far. I've left a few open ones, so here we've got copper ingots, and then this will be pure copper, and then up here will probably be some of the ores. Back here will be some more ores, but I just don't have everything into the Facet network yet, and I'm running out of space. And you know what, I've also decided that I'm going to check off the build the storage area. I've spent a long time doing this. Again, it didn't make for good TV, so I'm going to cut it all out, and today, on today's episode, we are going to process oil. So let's get into that. And the first thing we need to do to process oil is run the Facet network out to the oil nodes, which are just down there. So let's do that. Perfect. Okay, just running these poles along. I know for a fact when Satisfactory Plus gets a revamp, which should be coming pretty soon, or maybe it'll be concurrent with 1.0 or right after, I'm not sure. But I do know they're adding larger, what do they call it, the big power poles that they added? The power towers and power tower platforms, they're adding the same style and same functionality of those for these Fix-It networks. So that'll be really cool when that happens. And now over here, all we have to do are put down 1, 2, 3, and 4 oil extractors, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 Facet fluid receivers, and our whole oil network infrastructure is set up just like that. I was just having a quick think, and I think I'll put the oil stuff right here on this floor. All right, let's put down a flexible blast furnace and hook it up to some power. And now we'll go to the storage network, get a fluid Facet sender. Just like that. Logistics pipeline. And all right, we need to select crude oil purification. And then select oil right here. Perfect. So now we've got oil coming in. And we need to add some sand, so we'll just get another Facet item sender. Feed it in there. Select sand. Okay, we can't select sand right now. Sand is going into the Fix-It network, however, it is going out at the same rate up into the storage. So I'm going to have to go and either turn that off or wait until it's full. So let's check on that. I've been alternating these between lime dust and sand, and I should just have one of each. That's so dumb of me. Instead, I'll just leave this one as lime dust and do this one as sand. Feed this into the Facet network. As soon as I unlock crusher modules as well, I remember we can get sand from any extra dirt nodes sitting around that we don't need to use for crops. We can crush right into sand, I think. If I'm not forgetting something, I'm pretty sure that's sand. This is exciting though. We're getting into oil. Oh, I was mistaken as well. I didn't get into sand at all. I'm doing lime dust. Alright, select sand right there, and we are good to process. So now we're getting raw sludge and purified crude oil. The purified crude oil. So let's get a chemical reactor, and we'll put it down right about there. Alright, and we want to do oil distillation. So now we'll run this crude oil, purified crude oil, right into there. This will be raw sludge, which will run into a fluid conditioner. Let's get a fluid conditioner. Alright, and we can run power from there to there, and then there to there. Alright, I need to handcraft some more heavy modular frames because I don't even have... I don't have manufacturers unlocked, so I can't automate them yet. So now the raw sludge comes out of here and goes into here. And needs a filter material. So let's grab another sender. Hook it up right there and select silica, because that's the filter material. And then this is going to give us crushed iron, tin, and magnesium. Brilliant. Let's put this in a bin so we don't stop production with some extraneous things we do not need at the moment. Let's see, what do we have got? Alright, purified crude oil going into here. And now we've got hydrocarbons, heavy oil residue, and asphalt. What do we do with the heavy oil residue? We can make, diesel. Or just petroleum coke. In a chemical reactor. And we'll have to wait to process the heavy oil residue until I get some more heavy modular frames. And I can't even hand make more heavy modular frames until I get more stockpile of steel pipes. Just because that production had stopped and I turned them all into something. I can't even remember. Take pipeline, let's see. That's probably the hydrocarbons, and it is. So now we're going to do desulfurization to get all the hydrocarbons into pure hydrocarbons. And polymer resin and sulfur. I love it so much. What are we left with here? Heavy oil residue. And then asphalt. So asphalt can go into a container. So, by the way, we're going to redo all this. I hate doing temporary things. However, I couldn't remember how this all worked out, and we're going to need to come up with a cool plan to make this flow really well. But right now, I've got to see what all we need. Right, so another sink for asphalt. Alright, and now we're going to need heavy oil residue, which I cannot turn into anything else just yet, so we'll put it into some sort of buffer. Alright, there's the heavy oil residue taken care of. Now we're going to need to process the refined hydrocarbons into, let's see, I'm pretty sure solidifier and cooler. And this is going to give us plastic and rubber. So let's grab a pipe. Pretty sure it's probably that one. It is. What's left is fuel. We'll have to put in another container until we can turn this into power generation, which is going to be awesome. Love power generation. And then, are there two outputs for this? There are. Excuse-moi. Let's put this here. Let's put a merger like so. And then we can merge these into a single container, and we are nearly done. We just need to put the plastic and rubber into a container. And like so. Brilliant. We have rubber, we've got plastic, and we've got, that's right, we've got the start of oil processing done. Basic oil processing completed. Now I should put on the to-do list, redecorate this, but for the time being, we're gonna have a trickle coming in, and this is gonna help us unlock milestones, which are gonna do things like let us unlock manufacturers, so we can build manufacturers and automate heavy modular frames. The next step is indeed unlocking manufacturers, so we can automate heavy modular frames, computers, circuit boards, and soldering wire. I love it so much. To do that, we're going to need 1,000 of each of plastic and rubber, and we're going to need 1,000 magnesium granules. We just so happen to be having magnesium produced in that new, the new basic oil processing area. So let's just run back down there, and we're going to crush up the magnesium and start stockpiling it. That way when we hit 1,000 of each of these, we'll be ready to go on to the next part, which, yeah, let's do that right here. So we're going to unlock industrial manufacturing. Brilliant. In fact, I'm going to delete all those because we are now done with them. I love it. All right, hasn't really been that long. I had to put a buffer here for the water out of this machine. And then I added 3 of these for the heavy oil residue because I kept getting stopped pretty quickly. And yeah, we definitely have enough rubber and plastic now. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And grab the plastic. But now to unlock this, we're gonna need some magnesium as well. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So let's go and find some stereotype to sort. Just to clear out my inventory, I thought I could run up here and drop off that rubber and plastic. And then, yeah, we'll go and work on this crushed magnesium now. So let's do it. I think there's surely some unused stereotype down there. So I might just go and use that. Perfect, we have unused stereotype right here. And you know what else I can do? We can put a steel mining head in there to get a little bit more production. Perfect, so let's crush it. We want crushed stereotype. That takes 60 in. So we can just run it like that. Perfect. And now we'll take the 60 crushed stereotype and we need to sort it. Like so. Can't remember which is which. I think that would be the crushed stereotype. And this would be the crushed stone. Let's do crushed stereotype. We're gonna get half of this, so we're gonna get half of that, so 30 crushed magnesium per minute. And then, let's see, another crusher, I think. That sounds right. And then we'll crush the magnesium into magnesium granules. And this is gonna take It's gonna take a while, right? We're getting 30, we're getting 20 per minute, we need 1,000. We're gonna need to increase the amount. Let's just double the amount here. Perfect. We'll do it just like that. So now we've at least doubled it. So 10 minutes is 400, so 25 minutes, and we'll be good to go. I can definitely find something to do for 25 minutes, but I need to make sure these don't get stuck. I'm just combining everything in a horrible clipping mess into this awesome sync storage Mark 1. Which is kind of cool. And we're already almost a quarter of the way done. This thing is ridiculous, and I love it. And there, I couldn't even decide what I wanted to do to waste time. And it's already done. So let's take this up, drop it off, and decide what we're gonna do next. Maybe heavy modular frame automation, that could be kind of cool. And here we are, not so bad, all right. Industrial manufacturing unlocked, which means get an X right there, and everything that we have on our to-do list is done, which is a pretty good feeling. I've been trying to decide what to do for the rest of this episode, and it occurs to me that I haven't played with solar or wind power yet, so I was thinking we could unlock the next solar energy in the the milestones, and then build some solar panels, right? I think that'd be pretty cool. Also, I just want to point out that today, just today, they've announced the release of the beta for the new Satisfactory Plus 1.0. So what does that mean? That means a few different things. First and foremost, I need to get my butt in gear and get through the rest of the content of Satisfactory Plus so I can wrap up this entire series, because the 1.0 Satisfactory Plus is going to completely change everything yet again, and literally everything breaks. So we're gonna have to start completely fresh. To make these Mark II solar panels, we need carbon mesh. To get carbon mesh, we need carbon dust and water. And to get carbon dust, we need to put coal into a crusher. What does that mean for us? That means we're going to want to go to the storage network, and we're going to want to receive coal into the FACSIT system. We're going to need to bring coal out and put it into a weaver to make the mesh. We have water down below in the water area. I think that's everything. Perfect. Let's grab the FACSIT network, and we're going to run it over to where the coal is, which is, let me get my bearings straight that way, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we're going to need to bring power as well. What am I doing? Oh, we've got power right there, so that's not an issue. Okay, here we are. Let's get a modular miner. On the modular miner, we'll put a steel mining head. I mean a regular mining head, because I don't have steel wire. That's annoying. It's okay that I can't make it a steel head, because I can only take 120 in. I guess I could put it into 2 receivers, but I'm not too fussed about it. Perfect. Get that in there, and then we'll grab power from here. There. Bed's your uncle. Let's connect that to power and put a fluid receiver. Yeah, right here. There we go. Let's do 30. 30%. They changed how this works, I think, where you set a percentage of the buffer, it appears. I really need to kick myself and get more production floor space going. I don't really have a good spot for any of this at the moment. So I was doing it here, but I do want to rip all of this out. So let's put it right here for a temporary spot to do it. So let's add a fax item sender. And actually, let's pull out a weaver. All right, oh, it's perfect. And we'll do items there. Then we'll add a faxit fluid sender. And just like that, we'll go to logistics, pipeline, mark 1. There, now all I need is a little bit of power. And a little bit of network. And then select our recipe. Water for that, and oh, whoops, one slight oversight. We need a crusher. Yes, that was a complete oversight on my part. Carbon dust. This also needs to be powered. And then another fax item sender. There, now we'll put coal in. We'll get carbon dust out, we'll send the carbon dust on, and we'll weave it into that mesh. Brilliant. 30 per minute for that. Yeah, that'll work out pretty well. We'll let this stockpile just a little bit, and then we'll go and build our solar panels. And I'm thinking on top of that will be the likely place. Alright, we're up in the donut. Let's get to the roof of the donut. We will need power up here to connect the solar panels to the grid. So let's do that. Alright, I have enough for 7 panels. The sun is up there, so let's point them. Well, let's see. Let's point them in that direction. This direction. This direction. Yes. Wait, or maybe they go that way across the sky. Let's see, let's just try one. Let's just try one. Let's put it down. And look at it. Oh, it tracks the sun. How cool is that? Let's see, let's do second one, third one. Oh, I can't daisy chain. Oh wait, yes I can. Alright, I just kind of wanted to look at them real quick. Let's get them set into a permanent spot. I rather like that one right there. And then maybe one. Yeah, right there. And then right here. Awesome, look at these things. All right, I'm gonna try to figure out a pattern and try to apply as many as I can while that production down there makes those carbon mesh. And we'll add to it, and I'm just gonna keep adding them until I either run out of cool spaces for them up here or hit the solar limit. I know there is a limit for how many solar panels you can have. I don't know what that is right now, but I'll figure it out and I'll let you know next time. But I appreciate you tuning in. Please hit the like button, leave me a comment, and if you're not already, please subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye now.
Bad plays game.